Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are. Spring is finally sprung here in New England. I don't know how the gardeners manage, but they do somehow. On the other hand, we have to cultivate ourselves and spiritual life all year round, regardless of the outer weather or even the inner weather of emotions and moods and ideas. That too is exterior to our luminous, uncorruptible Buddha-ness or Buddha nature, our true heart. Don't be fooled by the inner nature. Inner weather, sorry. The inner weather. Go deeper. Find a place to rest. A sanctuary, a refuge in the storm of samsara of the world. I don't know about you. Sometimes I feel like the world is too much with me. The news, the politics, the uncertainty, the environment, the wars. It's wonderful to get together like this. And I thank you for coming over today to Lama Lands, where the view is grand. Today's the birthday of one of our oldest members. You know, you should never ask a lady how old they are. But Evelyn Talbot in Long Island is, I think, 97 today. But she's still kicking. She's our Gilda Radner. I used to say, were you really on Saturday Night Live? As I heard, she said, no, I was Gilda Radner's friend. If you remember Gilda Radner, I can see some of you way too young to remember her. No, I don't see anybody too young to remember her. Anyway, never mind. Just having fun to get warmed up here and thinking of Evelyn and Gilda Radner. What a woman she was. Evelyn's like that. Evelyn's been practicing, I don't know, what she calls meditation and Dharma. She was a Zen student for a long time, and she's been part of the Dzogchen Center and come to our retreats for 30 years or more. She's been practicing, I don't know, I think she may have the world's record for, she may be in for 60 years by now. I'm kind of making some noise to see if she's going to show up. I know it's hard for her, but she has some help. Bertrand was going over there today, driving. I thought she might speak up, but she's not here yet. I hope she's okay. Anyway, 60 years in the Dharma. She's even made progress, which is easier said than done, it seems. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, it's a joyous path, awakening together in the spirit in this world. Let's have a moment of silence for all those suffering in Ukraine and Sudan and elsewhere, everywhere. There are wars in dozens of countries in the world today, in case it's not in your news feed, including all in our prayers and practice and sterling aspirations, opening the heart, opening the wings of prayer. You know why angels can fly? In the light and love, in truth, in true connection, beloved community, as Martin Luther King Jr. called it. Thank you. May all beings be well, safe, secure, content, fulfilled, healed, and free. all together fulfill the promise of this glorious spiritual journey all the way home. Walking each other home, as Ram Dass and Mirabai Bush entitled their recent book, Unconscious Eldering, Death and Dying. Walking each other home. Beautiful. The flowers are blooming. I love it. I hope we're blooming too. Not giving in to the feelings we may have when we hear the news. Let's not be news junkies. It's hard to understand the amount of multiple shootings there are these days. And I must add, in this country. Why not in other countries? Why this country? Why is this country above all others different in such a heinous, horrible way? Did I mention there are more guns than people in our country? That might be part of it. Another thing, how is it that the social media is making everybody crazy? There seems to be more opportunity for heightened emotions and reactivity. It's kind of sad. I don't really play with social media much, but people tell me these things it's having this effect, especially on the younger generations. It's of great concern. How can we find our center? Still eye in this hurricane, in this storm. So that's why we practice. You have a daily practice, a sitting meditation practice, maybe a walking meditation practice, a meditation and movement, yoga, tai chi, exercise practice. Practice is perfect. We just do it. Can't leave home without it. Or prayer life, or service, karma yoga, seva, volunteering, seva, service to the highest by serving the lowest, practice. Karma yoga, seva, practice. Something to inform this world and our lives with meaning and purpose, higher meaning and purpose, if you must define it. Of course, life is what we make of it. So let's look into that and see how we look at things objectively or subjectively, what color tinted glasses we're wearing, if we see the 3/4 of the glass that's full or the half that's empty, and so on. And we have some choice in the matter. Just noticing that conditioning can help us to course correct, to recondition. You see the light, the divine, the joy, the life in everyone and everything. Not just be caught in the mire and the muck. Yesterday was the 40th birthday of one of the great lamas in Delhi, a Karmapa. People, if you know about Tibetan Buddhism, they wonder which Karmapa is the true Karmapa. I say there's infinite Karmapas. There's Karmapa, Buddha, and Buddha activity, Karmapa in everyone who's counting. Wasn't there a TV show where at the end they say, will the real Karmapa please stand up? That's up to you when you're going to stand up and take your place in the lineage, in the firmament. Take your space in the Dharma way. There's nobody that can obstruct you. On the other hand, there's nobody that can do it for you. Although we do get a little help or a lot of help from our friends, family, sangha, teachers, mentors, lovers, pets, growing things even, showing us how to grow and how to be in different seasons, steady and continue on. in our own each unique way. Nim Karoli Baba Maharaji, my first guru, Maharaji, Nim Karoli Baba, Ram Das's guru, Krishna Das's guru, our guru. He used to say, there are so many different flowers in God's garden, each blooming and blossoming in their own time, in their own way. It's not beautiful, open, hearted, inclusive, appreciating things and people and beings as they are, not as one might wish them to otherwise be. So it's spring, the time of new life. This is the month of the full moon in May. We just passed it, I think, yesterday, although when I consult different calendars, it's not entirely clear to me. But when I look up in the sky, there it is. The full moon in May, Buddha's birthday, Buddha Jayanti in India, the Buddha's birthday. The time when all the ascended masters gather in the Himalayan valley, according to the mystical traditions of the Indian subcontinent and the Himalayas. You can read about this in theosophists like Madame Blavatsky, Annie Besant, who discovered and raised J. Krishnamurti, Colonel Olcott, the earliest Western Buddhists who were in India around the turn of the 1900s. The theosophists, check them out, it's interesting, especially because Krishnamurti became one of the greatest world teachers of his time, if you're not familiar with him and his 30 books. He lectured on awareness practice alone in Carnegie Hall as early as 1919. Who knows about that? He had such a great career, and I met him. He was still lecturing in the 70s and 80s. And he had centers in Ojai and Switzerland and, of course, in India. Anyway, the Wesak Festival, when all the ascendant masters gather in the Himalayan Valley. It's a great time this month for practice, for awakening, for reaffirming, reviewing, reaffirming, reestablishing our vows, our intentions, our aspirations, checking our motivation. What are we doing and why? We don't have to be neurotic about it, worrying about it every day, but once in a while, it's good to review, take stock. Perhaps we could use some course correction, some slow down, or some, I don't know, speed up. You know what that silly Lama Surya always says? Meditate as fast as you can. I've gotten plenty of questions about that, but not from them that knows. Joseph Goldstein didn't ask what it means. He said, can I steal that from you for my Dharma talks? Absolutely, Joseph. I probably learned that from you in the 1970s. What goes around keeps coming around, especially if it's good. I don't know if that's really a fact, but I'm going to stick with that. We don't have to think medically, Leo. I know the inner lawyer has his own objections, but never mind. Let's keep this Dharma wheel spinning, turning. Milarepa pedaled the Dharma wheel so hard 1,000 years ago that it's still going. Aren't we lucky? Let's keep it going. Give it a turn. Give it a spin like a Tibetan prayer wheel. Maybe you've seen lamas holding Tibetan prayer wheels. I don't have mine up here. With mantras in them. It's a mindfulness practice while you do your mantras. It's just a way of keeping yourself focused, like ritual music and dance, like yoga. So let's keep the Dharma wheels turning in the next cycle. Now we're in the new millennium, the time of the green Buddha, of considering the environment, not just the sentient beings. And we're all inseparable. We're all part of nature, Buddha nature, divine nature, whatever you want to call it, the creation with a capital C. So let's create beautiful life ourselves, for ourselves and each other, and those to come after us, the next generations. I really feel for them. I wonder how they're going to cope. It's a little frustrating or depressing when I watch too much of the news, but whenever I look into the eyes of the young people, I'm irrationally optimistic. I don't know if it's worse now than ever before, as some people tell me. there have been some tough times and some tough generations and tough centuries, but we're up to it. What did the Buddha say? God never sends you anything you can't handle. Maybe that wasn't Buddha, maybe it was Marianne Williamson. Anyway, if she becomes president, we'll hear more of that, but I doubt she will. Don't think that that's far away from us. Marianne's a friend. I've lectured at Sundays at her old church where she was the minister in Detroit. We're all connected. There are moles everywhere in the system, even here on our little sheet of postage stamp people. We're the postage stamp people now. I'd love to see you again in Poison, so we can stamp each other with approval and hugs and smiles. So let's go into some practice, a little guided meditation, a little chanting, a little prayer. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful sunny day, at least here in New England. Going deep, reaching in as well as out, radiating and reabsorbing at the same time, not just breathing in and out linearly and thinking too linearly, either or, this or that, but also both, and opening our heart chakra, radiating and reabsorbing at the same time, as it were, as it says in tantric sadhanas. Chenrezi, radiating and reabsorbing divine love and compassion equal to all at the same time throughout all the universes, all possible univoices. So many voices. Let's raise the voice of the spirit together and settle down. It looks like most everybody's sitting, so I'll talk about sitting. There are other ways to wake up or to be aware, no doubt. Just sitting, just breathing, just being. I see everybody's breathing. That's good. You follow instructions well, since you're in control of yourself. Letting go, letting be. Letting go means letting things come and go, letting be, outer and inner, enjoying the show. Nothing more to figure out or to know. Imaho. We are the place where Buddha shines through. He and we are one, not two. She needs us where and as we am. We need not think, nor fear, nor plan. If we could be as easy as they'll work their work of love through we. That's actually an old hymn from the prayer book about God and me. I've changed it to the Buddha and we. He. How sweet it is. The joy of unmeditation. Just being present. We already won. Just sitting, just breathing, just being. We're already there. How great it is that I've arrived, did nothing more to figure out, remember, understand, achieve, accomplish. Open, aware, present, attentive. Attention is the essence. Incandescent presence, present awareness. What words can we use? Mindful rather than mindlessly sleepwalking through life, half conscious, semi-conscious, sleepwalking, having all kinds of so-called accidents from inattentiveness, from heedlessness. Whether we're heedless in the moment because we're multitasking or falling asleep at the wheel of our life, or we're heedless of how universal law works. Being more heedful, mindful, attentive, aware, wise, has its own higher intelligence in it. That's what J. Krishnamurti always talked about, awareness and higher intelligence, not crossing our legs. This breath, only breath. This moment, only moment. Place your mind on the breathing as the object of attention. Pay attention, it pays off. Breathing in and aware of it. Breathing out and aware of it. That's what Buddha said was the special quality of his monks and nuns. Awareness alone, naked awareness, naked being, just being, not a being, not a separate being, not taking refuge in the three Jews, me, myself, and I, but resting in nakedness, naked being, the essence of the essence, indefinable inner light, if we must call it something. In the beginning was the light, and without that, nothing else came into view. In the beginning was the Om, the Logos, right now. Can you hear it? The undertone? The undertone, the Om, cosmic Om. This is the beginning. Can you hear it? Beating in your eardrums, that's the sound. The underhum of the breath, that's the cosmic sound. You don't need to get into the flow. Shmo, it's flowing through Yo right now. Mo. How sweet it is. I love Yo. Thank you. Natural meditation. Undoing the habit of overdoing. Just sitting, just breathing, just awareful. Observing and relaxing. Drop everything and then sense. Sense directly. This breath, only breath. This moment, only moment. Mo. Way to go. Love you. Thank you. Ah. 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 Happy birthday, Evelyn. Ah. I see you. I be you, sweet Evelyn. For Evelyn. Just breathing, Evelyn. Keep breathing. You're good at that. I would love you for it. You inspire us all. It says Bertrand Deleuze under her face because Bertrand's helping her. Don't be confused. Sters. Om Madrasatva Samaya Manupalaya Madrasafa Tenapati Sadrita Me Bhava Sutakaya Me Bhava Supakaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sabasiddhi Me Trayata Savakamatsuta Me Sita Sriya Kuraham Ha 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 O Bhagavan Savanatangata Benza Mame Benzibawa Mahasamaya Safa Hold the breath out for 1 moment of pseudo sunyata, imitation emptiness. And then sense who or what is present beyond breathing, in the light, just being, pure being, Buddha-ness, the Buddha nature within. Aha. I'm glad to see Evelyn and all of you. You're all still meditating with me and together. Let's keep on keeping on. It's a beautiful way to be, in love, in the heart, beyond our egos. Ramdas likes to call it the soul level rather than personality. In the spirit, in the light, forever, always. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Ye So Ha Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Ye So Ha Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Ye So Om Ta Re Tu Ta Re Tu Re So Om Ta Re Tu Ta Re Tu Re So Om Ta Re Tu Ta Re Tu Re So I can't hear you, Tara, friends. This is not a spectator sport. If I can sing, anybody can. Don't be self-conscious. This is a Buddhist prayer. No one's listening. So Om Tare Tu Tare Tu So Om Tare Tu Tare Tu So Sa Re Tu Tare to the don't be afraid to move. So don't be wooden Buddha. Om Tare to Tare to the yeah. Oh yes, so Om Tare to Tare to the yeah. Oh yeah. So Om Tare to Tare to So Tare to Tare to So Tare to Tare to So Om Tare to Tare to So Om Tare to Tare to So Tare to Tare to So Om Tare to Tare to So Om Tare. What'd you say, Tara? To Tare to What? Keep going. So chatty she is. On Tare to Tare to So Om Tare to Tare to So Om Tare to Tare to yeah. So Om Tare to Tare to So Swaha Hallelujah Imaho Amen Eureka Yabadabadoo Swaha Nuku Nuku Pua Swaha. The beat goes on. Dig it. Don't miss it. Why look elsewhere when it is all right here? When it is all within. Look deeper into every relation and every moment, not just inside oneself like a narcissist. It is all within, here and now. Where else could it be? Where else could we be ever? Homage to Tara, the female Buddha, personifying the sacred feminine energy within us all, and gender, the great yin of the yin yang, Tao, completeness, inseparable, interwoven into being. Homage to Tara, swift responder to prayer, first responder, our Buddha mother, the goddess, guardian deity of America. Love her. White Tara, green Tara, yellow Tara, red Tara, purple Tara, every Tara, 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 Tara. Old McTara had a farm, Emaho, and on that farm she had some dharm, Emaho. And I could mention all your names, but I'm getting to like blah, 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 glib. So I'm going to stop now, but keep the song going. Old McDharma had a farm. Emaho, ho, 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 ho. It's a joyous dharma of awakening, not a dukkha dharma. Ho, 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 Emaho. How lucky we are. Dayeno. Even if it was just this, it would be enough. Dayeno. Imaho. Contentment, the greatest form of wealth. Imaho. Dayeno. Resting in the heart of Tara, in the lap of Tara. Putting my head down every night in the lap of Tara. Living and dying in the lap of Tara. Om Tare, Tutare, Tare Swaha. Jetson Palma Droma Checha No, Duncan, Lankun, Kendasol. May all fears and obstacles, hindrances be removed and the way be opened, and we all together reach the exalted level of compassionator, of Mahabodhisattva, the womb of enlightenment, the mother of all the Buddhas, Tara, Paramita Tara, the Roma, the liberator, Tara. Here in Tara's Buddha field of infinitely arrayed lotus, this earth, this world, this green world, the Buddha field of green Tara. Wow. Each of us sitting on our own lotus, floating on the sea of prana, the subtle energy, beyond coming and going, beyond breathing in and breathing out, beyond life and death, beyond concepts, beyond dualism, polarities, beyond, transcendent over each of us, but immanent in each of us as well, immanent, indwelling, inherent, immanent Buddha-ness, Buddha nature, light, the divine light, by what any name, it's still more beautiful. Homage and bows to Tara in your seat, your lotus seat. Don't overlook them. Oh, it's nice to see you all again. Happy birthday, Evelyn. How are you? Can you talk? Do you want to raise your hands? Is Bertrand there to help you? Nice to see you.
You can talk.
Friend.
Okay, you want me to talk? What do you want me to say?
I want you to say whatever you feel like saying it, but don't feel on the spot. How are you?
Feel like,
You want to share with the Sangha?
pardon me?
Anything you want to share with us?
Well, let's see.
How are you?
It was my anniversary. My dear husband's no longer here, but I celebrated anyhow because he is here in my heart and my spirit. And I just am so grateful that you're able to do this for me. And I really appreciate it so much. You don't know. But I hope you can stay for dinner because we're having lunch here today for everybody who comes. I have some Jamaican people who help me get through the day, and you will meet them here, as you said. I've been wondering how long you can hang around here, because the party's going to go on for lunch up until 4 o'clock today, and it's early here. And but it's so good to see you. You get younger every time I see you.
You too. You too.
Yes, I feel young.
See you.
And
I want to know what's for dinner before I drive all the way down there to Long Island.
I was born 12:30 p.m. So it's not 12:30 yet, is it?
45 minutes.
Huh?
It's 11:45.
What time is it?
11:45.
I'm still in my mother's womb, but it's 12:30 I come out. So I hope you can stay till I come out. What do you think?
I can stay till 12:15 if you can. But I still want to know what's for dinner before I drive all the way down to Long Island.
You have to ask Sharon here. She's around here someplace, because she's handling the party.
I hope there's enough food, because you're inviting 50 or 60 people here. And I know these people, if there's a party, they're going to show up.
Well, it's a party. And so I hope you can stay around for a while.
You too. I love you. And I'm glad to see you still hanging on, hanging in. That's what Buddha said. Keep going.
Buddha
Give up. Hang on.
What was that?
How long have you been in the Dharma? Tell us. I can't remember. Was it like 10 years, 20 years?
Since 2000 and I don't know. It's a long time.
Not our Sangha. In your Zen practice, in your Buddhist practice,
I have many practices. So Zen is one of them. You are another. So, and I have.
You're not telling us about your checkered background, what you used to do before you came to the Dzogchen Center, and
well, I don't remember sometimes. Well, I used to. We lived in Bellport, Long Island, and the way that we got to Bellport, my dad was a gambler, and so in a poker game, he won it because the guy didn't have any more money. 40 acres, and so we moved up to Bellport, and we were there until the war started. And then I worked at Camp Upton on the island as a typist. And then from there, I went to, when the war was over. Now, before the war was over, I was a civilian working for the government, and I got to Hawaii. I worked there for a while, and then the war ended. And
which war? There's a lot of young people here. We went which way? To about World War I, World War II, Vietnam.
Two.
Oh.
I was born in 1925.
God
so
bless.
that makes me 98.
Whoa. We'll give Evelyn a gong for that, don't you think? Well done, Evelyn.
Does that mean that we're through?
No, we're never through, you and I. You know that.
I know that.
We're going through all the way together. So go on. So after the war, you were surfing in Hawaii or whatever or something?
What happened was, the war ended in Hawaii, and I nearly got engaged to this guy that I was dating. But then he went to Guam, and I didn't want to go to Guam. I didn't want to get married in anyhow. I was too young. I'm still too young, but I will never be old.
That's for sure. You're young at heart.
None of us really get too old because we reproduce ourselves. Maybe not in this form, but in another form maybe. Because some of that really dies. We celebrate death, but what is death? You're transformed into another form. That's all it is. It's a transfer. Yeah, so we will be transferred. I don't know what, but who cares?
No, we have our bus ticket. That's all we need. We can
Pardon
transfer.
me?
We have our ticket punched. We can transfer. No problem.
Oh, okay.
The next stop. But go on. After Hawaii, what did you do?
Oh, I was working in Japan, and then I went trekking, and I climbed Mount Fuji, but I didn't get to the top because we, we were carrying a bottle of Manischewitz wine. So I have a picture of me halfway up the mountain with the Manischewitz wine in my hand and a glass of wine. Oops. I don't drink it anymore because I'm on medication. But at that time, I was drinking, and so that stopped me from going to the top.
Well, you still have things to do then.
Oh yeah, I have lots of things, projects that I may get around to. And if I do, fine. If I don't, that's okay too. I'm
So
just
did you,
enjoying
did you
myself.
meet Buddhism in Japan?
Pardon me?
Did you meet Zen Buddhism in Japan way back then or in America?
I'm just trying to remember. I think I really met it Zen in Japan first, but I didn't know it then. And then when I came back to the States, uh, I met Bernie Glassman on a radio station, WBAI, and that's where I started going to the meetings and then getting into the practice itself. So it's been a long journey, and it's not over yet. It's never over.
It's never over till the fat llama sings.
There's no such thing as dropping dead. You just go on. Bernie Glassman said to me once at a meeting, just keep going. Doesn't matter, but just keep going. So I followed his advice. I'm still on the road. I don't know where it's going to go, but it doesn't matter. But I mean, wonderful teachers like you. And I'm so glad that you're around. And I hope we can meet again. I'm sure we will.
I hope so. This is like meeting. It's nice to talk to you.
It's nice to talk to you too. And not only Lama Roshi, that's Zen name for a teacher.
I remember Bernie very well. He was a good friend, the late Bernie Glassman Roshi, in case you're not familiar, folks. Social activist and Zen master.
Yes.
Wonderful, pioneering Zen master and social activist. He led retreats in the Bowery. He founded Employ the Indigent Folks, the Poor People Bakery in Yonkers.
Nice.
He was a great, wonderful friend and Zen master. Yeah. So Evelyn, do you have any advice for us, or is it hard for you to talk? If it is, you don't have to talk.
No,
Easy.
I'll let you know. No, it's not hard for me to talk.
Well, good. It
You
never was.
inspire me. And I have to get good glasses. My glasses that I got are not working properly, but that's okay. I don't need to see that much, but it's good to see you. So how's your life these days? Tell me what you're doing. Teacher.
I'm just muddling through, watching sports, rooting for the Boston teams, writing my memoir, my first India trip, things like that. Teaching online, trying to get our in-person retreats going again. Playing with the Bambinos and my family and my godkids and etc. That's nice.
How many grandkids you have?
Little kids. I have a couple of step grandkids, and I have grandnieces and nephews, and I have two little girls that live next door, and I have god kids and I have god grandkids. I have some god grandkids that are twins that are cute as Easter bunnies. Life is good. My niece
That's
my niece who's an architect just built a pool in her backyard in Connecticut. So the whole family is getting together for Memorial Day weekend for a, house party, pool party. It'll be like what's it called, that TV show, Downton Abbey, I'm sure, without the servants, unfortunately. So that's what I'm doing,
a lot.
trying to keep my practice going, the Bodhisattva vow, make a difference in the world, trying to meditate every morning and night, or at least, and outside during the day sometimes. Yesterday I was sitting by the Mystic Lakes, getting all mystic. I love water, as you know,
Yeah,
co-meditating with water, dissolving into nature, breathing out and dissolving. That's what I'm doing.
it's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's natural. It's just a flow, just in the flow, just like you.
Okay. You have any suggestions for me?
Um, well, you seem to be doing pretty well. I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
I think there's more to do, though. More to do. There's still Mount Fuji, the peak.
Oh,
There's
thank you.
still the peak. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
You've let go of the booze. What did you say? The Manischewitz. But I don't know. Is there anything else you need to let go of before the peak
Well, that was the big
experience?
thing. My son, I'm sure, is happy that because alcohol is not good for your
Uh-huh.
for a healthy diet, and I'm trying to be more healthy now.
Good.
You know
You're probably going to outlive us all.
what?
You're probably going to outlive most of us. Will you pray for
I
us?
hope not. I hope not. I hope not.
How are you feeling? Are you like in pain? Are you,
I have no
bored?
pain,
Are you what?
and any pain that I may have had, I just diffuse in my meditation, because meditation will just erase the pain from you, from your head, from your mind, because it's in your mind really that you feel the pain. But pain is a label. So one of the things that I'm working in is getting rid of labels, all kinds of labels. And pain is a big one. And so far I've been able to help my mind. And so I'm very pleased about that. But I have no desires that I have to let go of, although being greedy, that I'm working on. But in terms of everything else, it's okay.
It's good to have one last attachment, so you don't just lift off into space. So you let go of letting go of greed.
Space is also a label. We may eventually get up there. I'm not going to label it space. What happens, happens.
Yes.
Getting rid of labels is a big thing we all have to do, because it restricts your mental capacity to go further, whatever it is. I'm interested in exploring the world. There's a lot to explore still, and
There is a lot to explore.
uh,
There is a lot to explore. It's
yeah,
vast and mysterious.
lifetimes to do it in. Even when you get transferred from one form to another,
There's plenty of time for
it's
those who know
a
how.
way of dealing with whatever it is. So
If not in this lifetime, the next lifetime.
what?
If not in this life, the next life.
Yes, yeah. So Lama, it's so wonderful seeing you here. I feel that you're in person, and not just on the TV. No. So
Well, if you stick around, I'll come and visit you in Great Neck.
I hope you did. Well, I am in Great Neck.
I know. So I'll visit you there.
One of these days, You surprise me.
You
Surprise me.
surprise me. You surprise me. I'm so impressed that you're so awake and sharp and aware. You have more marbles than many
To a
people.
point. I do have blocks that I have to see where I can let go of them. Are we still on? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes, we're still on.
Okay.
We all have things we have to let go of. So now it's time, and our Zoom time is up, but I'm going to stay with you, Evelyn. And Bertrand, thanks for making this happen, Bertie.
Thank you.
And for everybody in the Sangha, we really appreciate this, I'm sure. I can
And
speak.
my voice is getting weaker now, so that means that I have to let go of my voice for a while. But thank you, Mama. You made my birthday really superb.
You're an inspiration to us all.
And the Roshi Mujo, my Zen teacher, is not well, and she's not here. But I will get in touch with her again and see what's happening.
Good. I'm sure she'd like that.
Yeah. Okay, dear. Thank you.
Love you. Take care of yourself. Happy
Namaste.
birthday.
Namaste. Namaste.
Be well.
Imaho. Imaho. Imaho.
Oh, love to one and all. Enjoy your party.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
What did he say?
He said bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, Lama.
Thank you so much, Lama and Evelyn. That was wonderful.
Thank you.